Court plays like a coach, my enemies watching me close. They wanna see me on low, but all of my hitters, they ready on go. Send that blitz.
For NCAA 14, we're going to be going with a team that holds a special place in my heart. This is a monumental moment for the channel. We're going to be taking my old school and trying to make them great. First things first, we're going to be going with the ECU air raid playbook and then the 4-2-5 defense. When you see this, you won't be surprised. You know this is the best team for rebuilds in any college football game. We've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star program, so it's time to have a little bit of fun. Tell me why I just sounded like Snoop, bro, and I didn't realize it till after the fact. So, without any further delay, we're going to be going to the Conference USA, and we're going to be going with the University of Texas at El Paso. Everyone's favorite rebuildable program with, at this point, 300 wins and only 2 conference titles. You saw how I went with 5-star Penn State, where we just can't win the big games, just like in real life. So I went to try a different approach with another sleeping giant. I don't know about the giant part, but they definitely sleeping during this period. UTEP is coming off of Mike Price's last season in 2012 and 3 straight bowl losses under Price. This UTEP team, however, has my guys Aaron and Alvin Jones, who I had to create. I don't know how the game kind of had that mishap. Eric Tomlinson, James Davidson, and Roy Robertson Harris. Just a few of the guys that actually made it to the NFL from this team. This team actually went 2-10 with Sean Kugler, who takes over after Price's retirement. And that brings up an interesting fact. They usually give coaches 3 to 4 years to build something. It's just really hard to recruit, so they never end up building anything. So let's get into that. First things first, we get a quarterback from East Naples. We get a receiver from Liberty, a tackle from Terrell, a receiver from Zapata, an end from Allen, an end from Mississippi, a receiver from Louisiana, a safety from Robinson, a receiver from Utah. So I think the best thing for us is to try to go hard at these Texas in-state players. It's a big state, and there's a lot of colleges to choose from. So even when I went there, I always questioned how a kid ended up at UTEP. For example, I've met some guys where they could have went to Iowa State, Kansas, Ole Miss, and I always ask, like, bro, why would you choose UTEP? And it makes sense. You could start 4 to 5 years unimpeded. You could build your legacy. You could be an all-time great. If you go to some of these other Big 12 programs, I'm not saying that people are afraid of competition, but it won't be the same path. And at the end of the day, too, man, even a guy that's on this team, his brother went to Kansas and he started and played like all 4 years and did all kind of stuff. But you still don't think of him as a Kansas great. But if he went to UTEP and did what he did, he would be an all-time great at UTEP. And another thing for me, I'll be honest, I like the area, right? This is a place, like I said, that holds a special place in my heart. If I ever get the chance to visit, I do. And a lot of people get kind of that culture shock, obviously. But me growing up around El Salvadorians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, there was no culture shock. It was just more so like being in awe of everything still being historic. All the buildings and the way how downtown was, it looked like yesteryear. So for me being a historian, studying history, I enjoyed it. So now, for me, like I said, I always think about going back and love going to the Sun Bowl. I just enjoy it so much. And I wonder for like a recruit, how is it? You know what I mean? On your first visit, when you go visit a place like Texas Tech or Ole Miss, like how do you decide on UTEP? For me, I hope a bunch of people do decide to come here in this game because we need it. And there's a lot of guys like you see here. I know all these dudes, bro. Like all of them. So there's no slight in terms of that. Just we need to recruit well. And that's something that I feel like a lot of coaches might not have been able to. I think Price had a long, what was it, like 8 year stint? Like, he was there for a while, bro. So I feel like he could have accomplished more. He was getting up there in age. And interestingly enough, when I first got there in June of 2012, it was his staff that was there that I had basically communicated with to walk on. What ended up happening is, though, they didn't have a fall tryout. The tryout was going to be in the spring. And the way how things went, they actually ended up changing the staff for that spring. So I was there from June all the way to December. And I was up 4 a.m., 5 a.m., training, running on the field, doing things. And I ended up going to El Paso at like 195. And by the time December came around, I was 165. So that's why I always laugh at people when they say, oh, it's so hard to lose weight. It's really not. And especially for me, because I was trying to be on a Division I football team, like, it was common sense. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want this, you're going to put in that work, is what I kind of taught myself and got from that. And so that's why I said I kind of laugh at people that make it seem like losing weight is impossible. You just got to set a goal, bro, and you just got to be relentless. So, long story short, in terms of that, what ended up happening was when December came around, I ended up taking a loan to even be at the school. So when December came, I ended up running out of money. So I wasn't able to go back for the spring to try out for the new coaches. So I didn't end up getting back till January 2014, like a whole calendar year later. And when I got back, I feel like everything was good, man. I didn't fall off at all. That year that I had to wait, I was still training, lifting weights, doing everything I needed to. So I feel like I have the worst luck in the world, like when it came to that situation, because everything was fine, got back, and wouldn't you believe I was overtraining so much so that I tweaked my Achilles literally the day before the walk-on tryout. So ended up going through the tryout, limping around, and obviously you know how that went. I didn't end up making a team, so I ended up reaching out to bunch of colleges and stuff like that, and I found a place, Highlands, which is where I graduated from, probably like a week after the tryout. So I had already known by like April where I was gonna go and what was gonna happen. So to me, everything happened for a reason. Obviously, my life wouldn't be the way it was if that didn't happen. But obviously, I always look back, think about it like, damn, man, what if it was to work out? Like, my life would have been totally different. And I felt like I was ready for the opportunity. Like I said, even in that year, I wasn't there. I was working, bro. I wasn't dumb enough to just, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'll be great. Like, no. Like, I was training, and it just didn't work out. But that doesn't mean I don't love El Paso. That don't mean I don't love the school. Like, I would have loved to play with the guys that I met there and see it through. And shit, I would have been on this team, on this game, low key, right? Nah. Well, I mean, in terms of if everything would have went the way it should have from the jump, yeah, I would have. Because I got there June 2012. I would have been in 13 if it worked out. And then obviously I would have been in 14. I'd have been on this team right here, you see. So that's my boy, Alvin. I mean, I don't know why I made him look so bulky. I don't know why. I kind of made him look like how he look right now, low key. But either way, full circle moment. It's kind of strange though, because if you think about it, they got me as the coach for them boys, and I actually should have been one of the players. So I don't know. My OCD. I just really thought about that whole makeup, how weird that is. But as you see here on the screen, man, there go my boy DP. He actually might be, I don't know, the most important player for me in this whole rebuild, especially impact right away. So we got Aaron returning kicks. Really should have been all Trey, but I mean, I'm not really tripping. I'm just happy Aaron's in the damn game. And then bow-legged stance looking crazy. What the hell is going on? I never even do that now in real life, bro. I don't be bending over like that. Hell no. I be seeing dudes do that. It's not even comfortable. I don't know why they do that. Like, can you see the field better for real? Or you just seen that on TV so much that you copied it. So we get ball first, and we got the two boys in the backfield, split backfield, and we get it to Nate first. And obviously, you see me experimenting with that before in the other rebuilds, but this is my offense. Like, I love having two running backs. I don't really care for the 4 or 5 receivers. Like, I like two running backs, I like misdirection, and obviously I love options. So Jamil, to me, one of the best quarterbacks since Jordan Palmer, and obviously they made it to a bowl game. They had their most success with him. So to me, the proof is in the numbers. I don't think we've had a successful quarterback since. I know Gavin Hardison put up some numbers, played like 13 years, but he's not better than Jamil, bro. Trevor was good too, but here we go, getting the ball to Aaron out the backfield. Juke the shit out of it. And you know what I didn't even realize? I'm so caught up in like my whole storytelling and everything that's been going on so far. Bro, we're going against UNM. So we're going against one of our rivals right out the bat, or right out the gate, or whatever you want to call it, because it's right off the bat. Bro, I swear I don't be knowing sayings. I be knowing like pieces of it. I don't really be knowing sayings though. But we keeping it short. We get a pass there to my boy Jordan. He was one of the better receivers that ended up transferring to BYU, finishing out his career there, and then getting to the NFL. So my bad, I forgot to mention him. But I think the way we win, bro, is if we could really get Shaw open and get the ball to Trail. Like, it's not going to just be, like you see there, get it to Jordan every single play. Because obviously he's our best receiver, so they might put their best corner. They might over cover him. So we'll see. We'll definitely see as we go through. And you know what's weird, too? When I had got there, man, there was this little short dude. His name was Mike Edwards, bro. He was like my height. This man was nice, though. I ain't going to lie. Like, I don't know how this man was getting open and how this dude was doing what he was doing. It was him and Nick, my first year when I got there, when they played Oklahoma and stuff like that. And it's just crazy. Like, when you get to the Division I level, everybody's good. So you might look at Mike, you like, nah, man, he ain't got it. He look like a regular pedestrian. But then you start looking on the field and you see him going down the sideline 30, 40 yards. You're like, all right, bro. So that was kind of like my welcome to college moment, when you kind of underestimate people. And same thing with Aaron, in my opinion, because he went off his first training camp. He might have been somebody that was like, yeah, I'm a redshirt you, because they redshirted Alvin, right? But Aaron, I don't know, man. This dude had like a 90-yard. Yo, what the fuck kind of throw is that, bro? But yeah, like a 90-yard run. I think they was down in Ruidoso too for that camp. And shit, after that, he was there, and Nate basically had to count his days. And Nate, to me too, Nate was good, bro. Because he was only like a redshirt sophomore when Aaron came through. Because he was a redshirt freshman that first year against Oklahoma. So I thought Nate was good. Nate is coaching. I think he's like an offensive coordinator now in El Paso at one of the high schools. He's cool. Like, he had braces and stuff. I didn't expect somebody to be, I don't know, bro. I just be looking at the weirdest things to judge people. Like with football, I swear. Like, somebody with braces, like, kind of normal, calm, to be that nice. You know what I mean? Because I remember that Oklahoma game. I could have swore he jumped over a man. Like, he's like that, bro. And then here you see Trail. Y'all probably don't even know, like, you never probably even seen Trail. But crazy part is, I think Trail's probably the best receiver on this whole group. Like, for real. Like, the attitude, the mannerisms, like, it's him and DP, but, well, shit. And then Jordan, I don't know. Low key. That is a bold statement. I think I'll say he's the best that you don't know, or never heard of, or never seen. And then we got our first touchdown. That's Aaron. I mean, it makes sense. He ends up being like the all-time running back, stats-wise, for UTEP anyway. How the hell you end up getting... And it was against teams like UNM and State and Tech, but this man was getting 200 yards rushing, treating it like a video game. And it's crazy because there was a dude that came up after him around the same time that had went to like Americas. And I've talked about this before. I've talked about it a bunch of times. But this dude was averaging like 300 yards rushing a game. So to me, I felt like only in El Paso, I seen people running for like 200-300 yards a game like it was a joke, like it was easy. So, I mean, I don't know, something in the water, bro. Because he's really not from El Paso. I think they from Virginia. Family was in the military, so they moved a little bit. But either way, like only in El Paso, you see people running for like 3,000, 4,000 yards, bro. Let me look it up. America's running back. El Paso. That boy had 3,000 yards, bro. I just want to make sure I give him his proper respect. Yeah, Aaron Dumas, bro. Yeah. And it was crazy because his name was Aaron too, but yeah, he ended up going to like Washington or something like that, and then he came back to UTEP. And then, funny enough, man, like I said, there's some talent in El Paso you just wouldn't know. And there's a bunch of schools. It's big, like it's not no little city. And they got Juarez right there, but it's a big city, bro. There's a bunch of different schools like Tavares Jones. What the hell he been up to? Made me want to Google real quick. I know he had went to Missouri. I wonder what the hell he been up to. They say he's still there, so shoot, he been there. Dang, so he only had like 9 games, like 20 attempts so far in like 3 years. Forgot about him, bro. He on the roster right now too. But we back to that 2 running back set. I forgot where I got that from, bro. I forgot. Damn, look at that throw, bro. Right to the left. It just flings it for the touchdown. Obviously, it's UNM. They not messing with us, bro. They not. They got my boy Trail, by the way. I'm trying to figure it out in my mind, man. What was I just talking about? I was talking about Dumas. Man, I hate when I do that. When I have a thought, bro. I was talking about Jones in Missouri. Shoot, must not be that important if I forgot it. We about to blow them out, though. I ain't gonna play too much more of this. Ain't nothing more to see. I mean, they not fucking with us. I was trying not to curse, but yeah, they not fucking with us, bro. I think, let me see, on this 2013 team for UNM, let me see if my boy was on there. Let me see. He should have been. He definitely should have been on this team. So, oh yeah, my boy would have been starting, actually. I don't know if he did start this game. But when I went to Highlands, there was a dude I played with. His name was David Vega. And yeah, 2013, he started a couple games, like 5 games for UNM. So that's kind of nostalgic and cool, having those two collide right away. But I don't know. I think I was going to talk about something with the colleges or the school or the town, something, bro. I don't know. That's not him. That's that other dude. They had a dude named like Cole Gestouch or some bullshit ass name. That was number 8. That wasn't him. He was number 3 for UNM. Let me see. Who was number 8 for UNM? That boy looked sad. That's weird. I thought it was like Cole Gestouchy or whatever his name is. They got, yeah, that's him. The Cole Gestouchy dude. I don't even know where the hell he from. Really don't give a shit, to be honest. That game was light. I mean, that's the perfect way to start the dynasty. And I knew it would be that way. Like, we would OP them, overpower them. Look at that, bro. He's running to the left. It just flings it. Like, that's easy, bro. And then you want to tackle him in the end zone. Like, all right, bro. Great job. Great job, bro. But going forward, I actually have high hopes for this team. I really think it's the way we use the players. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I love when I can remember. So I was trying to figure out where did I find using the split backfield or 2 running backs. Like, where did I actually find that? Like, which team was I watching? Like, I know I called it Minnesota because I like that Minnesota had Marion. No, was it Marion? Marion Barber and Lawrence Maroney. I think that's who the 2 dudes were. That's why I called it Minnesota, because you can have 2 dominant running backs at once. But I'm trying to remember what team did I really watch film on and say, okay, this is how we're going to run it. Because it might have been If I'm not mistaken, now I could go look this up because I have the notes on my phone. I know Oklahoma ran that a little bit, so yeah, I could have got it from Oklahoma, definitely for sure. I remember like one of the first games I watched with them versus Houston when I was creating my playbook. They had a few sets like that, definitely. So you could say that Minnesota. I'm trying to see who else ran that similar. Michigan did it. I think UCLA even did it because I remember when they had Dorian Thompson Robinson and it was running that option. So shoot, I would say Oklahoma though. Oklahoma's definitely where I got it from. Even though I named it Minnesota. And that backfield is gonna be very important. The reason why I had to go and kind of explain it is because like this whole dynasty, that's what we're using. Yeah, we're not using nothing else. Every time we play is gonna be with the 2 running backs in the backfield, and you're gonna have to pick your poison. When I get a quarterback that could run, and I think Jamil could run definitely, I'm just not gonna use him that way. So as we're simulating through the season, like I said, the offense makes a big difference. This is a team that went 2-10. We're 9-3. Cause there's no real power like team in Conference USA. I don't know how the hell people be losing like, and putting together a new staff, new program, learning the players. Definitely understand that. I'm not gonna be oblivious, especially since I've been a coach, so I know kind of how things go. But like in real life, they actually lost to you and them that first game. Impossible. So Manziel obviously wins the Heisman. We got a lot of real names. Like, remember, this is back in a time where people was going nuts with the real rosters. I definitely didn't skimp on that. Made sure everything was that way. I could have played revamped. I actually had revamped. And I was playing it for a while and I was like, nah, bro, let's strip it and go back to the original game so I can have my guys in there. We're going up against Wyoming. I don't even know what bowl this is. But I'm looking at the schedule, right? So obviously they blew out New Mexico State second game. Then this is when UTSA just came into the conference. They lost. Colorado State lost. Louisiana Tech lost. Tulsa lost. Rice lost. A&M obviously paid loss. North Texas lost. FIU won. Tulane, Middle Tennessee lost. I don't know like if y'all think I'll be bullshitting when I play this game. Them is all beatable teams. All those teams I just named, that's why we went 9-3. Like, even with the scores for like games with La Tech, Tulsa, they could have went differently, right? They could have won. But me, I'm not losing them games, bro. We're about to be out here making no dynasty and we losing a La Tech. So I know y'all probably looked at it and said, damn, they had a quick turnaround. But look at the quarterback we had. Look at the 2 running backs that we had. Look at the receivers I just named. We supposed to be able to win Conference USA. We didn't win the conference, but we still was able to get freaking 7 more wins than they actually got in real life. I think that's the Armed Forces Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. So we end up getting to a bowl game. And if I'm not wrong, I think that this team made it to like the New Mexico Bowl against Utah State literally the next year. So 2014-15, they made a bowl game. So obviously the talent was there, and then you know how it is, new coach. It's kind of hard to figure everything out right away. It's not, in my opinion, especially if you get the whole freaking spring and then you can have practices and do stuff. But I mean, I'm not damn, that's a nice ass house in the background. You see that? Well, it's probably the school, but shit. It looked like the French Prince of Bel Air house, low key. So, oh, my bad. That was Ropati. Bro, I thought when I saw number 11 last time when we was looking, and that's Craighead, bet. That's Brander. He ended up going to the CFL. And Ropati is a cool-ass Polynesian dude, bro. Like, cool, bro. And I don't know, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I ever met, I'm trying to let that stupid-ass car go by, all that noise. I don't think I've ever met a Polynesian dude that wasn't cool. For real, though. I think AJ was from California, but he was cool as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I think that was one of the reasons why they ended up being successful that second year, is because there's a bunch of good dudes. Like, I know they always try to say, oh, no, you need dogs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You don't like too many good guys on the team. But I really think that team was full of good guys. And the ones that were kind of like jackasses, bro, they fell off. They wasn't there that second year. Definitely wasn't there. And so what I'm saying is, remember, I missed this whole year that you're seeing in this game. And then I came back right before 14-15, and 14-15 is when they made the bowl game. So I kind of saw, like, obviously some people didn't make it the whole season, and they fell off and they was out the way. But for the most part, see, like, Craighead was just this big-ass dude, bro. Like, this 6'7", 6'8" looking Canadian, bro. I never, like, saw him and said, oh, my God. But, like, when you see people like that, you're like, oh, damn, that's a massive human. You know what I'm saying? Like with Jeffrey, like I said, you have him jumping on Nate, just jumping over people. You're like, all right, he liked that. And on defense, bro, they had some, I don't know, man. They had like a good recruiting scheme in terms of like who they were getting. Like, every corner was fast. Every corner was fast. Then they had that dude, damn, I can't think. Number 2, I want to say Deshaun at safety. He was like that, bro. And that corner, oh, damn, I'm trying to think of his name. He kind of remind me of, damn, I could see his face and everything. He was from, like, some other part of Texas. I think he had went to, like, Cisco or some weird school, like a JUCO. Darren, bro. That boy was nice. I'm trying to remember who he remind me of, though. There was a person, so his name was, like, Darren Woodson, I think his name was. He was nice, bro. Like, for real. Like, that's why I say it was a different level when you get to college and you start seeing these dudes. Like, these dudes, he literally, in my opinion, could have played anywhere and been successful. But I'm trying to remember, bro. He reminds me of, did I really just throw that shit right to the defense? Trying to force the ball to my boy Trail? Come on, man. Force that shit looking stupid. Ah, damn. But he looked like somebody. He kind of, you know what's crazy? He looked like that dude, that funny nigga. What's that funny nigga name, bro? Country Wayne. That who that nigga kind of looked like, low-key. Kind of like Country Wayne. But, yeah, I bullshitted. Horace Miller is low-key nice. I think he had transferred from, like, Maryland or something. Like, one of those schools, or Louisville, I think it was. So he was nice. You see him there on the defense. I don't even think they go Bagley. Yo, Bagley's stomach looked crazy in this game, bro. They did that boy dirty. They got that boy's stomach hanging in this game. He was nice too. Devontae was supposed to be nice. He was a defensive tackle. I think he was like one of the only 3 stars on the team, him and Renfro. Because remember I was saying they didn't really have that many 3 stars, and you always wondered like why they chose. They go Jamar. Jamar's like a motivational speaker now. He's cool. Like I said, like you look at it, they go James. You got a lot of, like I said, good guys. They go Wesley starting at safety. There was another safety, bro. I feel like there was another white boy safety that was nice. I don't think it was Wesley. Might have been. I don't think so though. I could have swore. Ooh, okay, cool. That's Wesley right there. Pretty sure. They got my boy Adrian. My boy Fat, starting that corner, wearing number 1. You don't wear numbers like that if you're not nice, by the way. You don't just give you numbers. They don't give them out like that. It don't work like that, bro. Good shit. Who is that? That was that boy Spencer? Who the hell is that? Playing like number 36 or whatever the hell that is, bro. Spencer is this dude, bro. He is so like funny, but like goofy, more goofy than funny. There's this dude, he like coaches track and stuff now in Texas. His name is Robert. And I don't think that was him. Who the hell is 36? Let me see the roster right now, bro. I don't remember 36. I had the roster. We back on offense though. I gotta make up for that pick. Freaking threw it right to them niggas. Like, bro, how the hell? I low-key feel like that's how 90% of Aaron Jones runs always went. people just falling off looking dumb as shit. There is no 36. Who the hell was that? Because even in that time, like Deshaun was nice. So there was, I think, like a Deshaun Grayson, right? That was there, I think, 2012. And then there was Deshaun, like the one I know, Smith. Nice, bro. Then you got that should be out there right now. Not on offense or anything like that, but just in general. Shit, Jim Jones not getting in this bitch. I just thought about him. He ain't getting in this bitch. Then they got Tron on defense. Tron to me was nice. I think he just always kind of had like knee issues and stuff. Just random people that come into my mind. But there go Jordan. He should be our star receiver, but like I said, we gotta get the ball to DP. We gotta get the ball to Trail. We gotta get the ball spread around. And I think that's the best offense too, though. Like, who you gonna guard? Look at this shit. He should have sacked me. What the fuck? What was that, bro? I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna complain. That should have been a sack. That should have definitely been a sack. But hey, man, we moving the ball. Hey, bro, I'm not about to complain at all. And then here we got, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, our offensive line, we got some dudes on there, man. Like, I know personally, like Wayne, Jarrell, trying to think off the top of my head, because I can't just see numbers like a normal person. Like, I gotta think. Who else is on there right now that's playing right now? Mendez might be. Trying to think. Is Mike out there? Low key. I don't think so. Then Harpo. I don't think Harpo out there. I don't think Jerome out there either. Shit. I don't know. I know Will not out there. Don't look like it. Oh, there go Corin. I just thought about that. There go Corin at left tackle. Who the hell? I don't know. It's weird though. What kind of fucking throw was that, bro? He had him covered. Like, maybe if you threw it in the bucket over top, it might have been a touchdown. I don't know, man. This Wyoming. This ain't fucking Josh Allen. I don't even know if Josh Allen was alive. I mean, obviously it was, but I don't think this is the Josh Allen team. Like, this is just a random ass Wyoming team, bro. You know what's crazy? I just had watched Yellowstone, bro, and I don't know why. Just because of like the yellow and the logo, I had just assumed that it was in Wyoming. It ended up being in Montana. So I'm over here watching the show and I'm like, oh yeah, Wyoming. And so all the cowboy stuff too, it like kind of just melted in together in my mind. All right, let's go. Hey, bro, I know we ain't got Bell in there running people over. Let's go, bro. And that's the crazy part about this running back room, because you got Bell. Like I say, you got Altre. It's like, it's some people. Like, it's no drop off when we switch them out. And that's the good thing about this 2-back system. Like I was saying, we could get guys in. We'll get some subs too, because like we like to, keep them in the game. That's touchdown, Jordan. Let's go. We need that. Over there playing with our food, bro. Like, who the fuck is Wyoming, bro? Like, we just ran through UNM, and I felt like it should have been the same type of outcome, same type of game, but guess not. I feel like he got some strong hands, bro. I feel like he's a prototypical wide receiver. He might not be like the fastest, but I feel like he literally, if you look up the definition of a receiver, I feel like Jordan was always that. Like I said with Mike Edwards, he didn't even look like a football player. Shit, crazy. That's crazy. That's sick, bro. Me coaching them is crazy work. But another thing too with this whole 2014 game that I haven't even touched on is what I really wanted to do with this game, right, is I wanted to reset. Because remember, the whole Ty Davis storyline is he was a high school coach and then his sons played and they went to the league and that kind of stuff. I actually wanted to reset it and say, like, what if Ty Davis was a college coach? So what I'm going to do is this is going to be the new pilot going forward. Obviously, you all know there is no NCAA 15, 16, 17. So as we go forward from Madden, I'm going to need players. I'm going to need everything to kind of, I don't know, make sense. So I should have said this at the beginning of the video. Hopefully you got to the middle, but this is going to be the pilot for a whole new world. Not really a whole new world. It kind of be the same guys, but you'll see. I'll probably talk about it more at the beginning of the next episode. That way, in case you missed it and y'all ain't really watching, I could give y'all a rundown. Bro, right now, I drank ginger ale because I ate some Tums and I drank ginger ale probably like 20 minutes ago. Oh, let's go. Bell's out of there. I mean, he's not that fast, but that's a nice little run. That low key, if it was anybody else, it probably would have been a touchdown. But yeah, so I ate the Tums, drank this freaking ginger ale. Right now, I feel like I just been chewing on rocks, bro. Like, you know how you know the smell of something and you kind of assume how it tastes. My mouth right now, bro, it tastes like I've been chewing on rocks. I need to get this video over with, bro. I need to go drink some water or something, bro. This is sick. The way my mouth kind of like tastes right now. And there go Nate with a catch. That boy got 55 receiving yards. See, that was a shitty mesh. And if Bell was supposed to block, like, what the fuck was that? That was horrible. I literally ran into the line. Like, that's the thing, too. If you get pressure and you destroy a gap the way they just did, I mean, it looked bad, though, because it looked like Bell was supposed to lead block. That boy ain't lead block a soul. Oh, that's easy. One-on-one coverage. Like, what are y'all doing, bro? Y'all over there falling asleep. Too much running the ball. And crazy enough, they're up on us. Like, we need this drive. I really should have took a little bit more time off the clock. A lot more clock management, but I don't know, man. I don't care right now. I'm trying to score. And the way how our defense been playing, they might score and we might got to go back down the field again. So I'm not going to take this opportunity to score for granted at all. I mean, I am kind of running the clock right there, but we got, damn, I could have got Jordan again wide open. But there go DP, Devin Patterson. Like I talked about earlier, his brother went to Kansas. He did a lot of things, play receiver, corner, return. And like I said, he had a decent career, but you're not going to remember him as like one of the all-time Jayhawks. And that's kind of the reference I was saying, because even right here, like, DP's good. I feel like he should have been a little bit better just because his brother, and you know how I feel about like the second son. So DP's good though. Like I said, I don't know how you would rank the receiving room. I don't know. It probably had to be, and like I said, Shaw is good too. We haven't even really thrown him the ball. Oh man, it had to be Jordan first just because of the consistency and production. Then I would say troll. Damn, boy said troll. I'm out here trolling for real. I would say Trail, like I said, just because of mannerisms. I'd say DP third because of he had like the tools. I feel like I just don't know like how it didn't translate to like actual numbers on the field. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought he had the tools. And then Shaw, JUCO dude, like work hard, kind of a smaller dude, same thing like me. He was good. Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody like in that room that I think stood out. Probably go just look at the stats low key. Easiest way not to miss somebody when you got the numbers right in front of you. Let's see. We can go look at the numbers right now. And so it looked like we got the dub, huh? Because I looked down. We won the bowl game. I mean, I expected to. Defense kind of clutched up. Didn't let them do nothing else. Let's see. Receiving yards. Who they got on here that has some receiving yards? I hate when this shit does that. When they only show you that. So, Jordan has 600 this year. DP had 2. Oh, yeah. We didn't even throw the ball to Tomlinson at all. He had 300. Ian. I don't know, bro. And then Winrick, Craig. I don't know, bro. Ian to me, I don't know, bro. He was just a big ass dude, bro. Like, and it's crazy that he came in as a freshman and was playing. Yeah, he was from California. I think he's probably from like Fresno or some weird like random place in California. Forgot about Ian, bro. Well, yeah, nobody else on the roster was 6'5". So nobody else was 6'5". Forgot about him. KP. We didn't throw the ball to him either, but he didn't really get in. You know, one person I did think was good that you're not going to see on here? PiTT, bro. He's literally like 6'5" tight end. I think he was from like the Houston area or something like that. I don't think he was from Dallas. Let me see. PiTT. And I got to go see Ian too. Where the hell they from? Yeah. PiTT was from Houston. And then Ian, Pasadena. Alright, so he was from like by where USC, like LA type shit. That's where he was from. I forgot about them, bro. So yeah, another big game for my boy. Not really my boy, I'm just saying like the boy, I guess, or a boy. Because it's not like me and this dude, Jamil, was best friends or nothing. I don't think I ever even spoke to him, to be honest. So, not my boy, you know what I mean? But another game turned up. I never realized Tron went to DeSoto. That makes sense. Damn. But this is DeSoto before, though. We're not talking about DeSoto now where everybody see them on TV and everybody want to be part of that program and clout chase. We're talking about DeSoto before. And that's the other thing, too. A lot of these dudes, they went to a lot of big-name schools. And I kind of look at it as they was like, even Fat went to Skyline. Skyline was crazy when I was growing up. That's Michael Crabtree High School, I think. So, a lot of these kids, I think they went to... It's like nowadays, if you go to Grayson and then you end up at, like, Georgia Southern. That's literally what it is. So, a lot of these kids, like... And then even they did have 3 stars, 2 stars. They weren't, like scrubs. They was on these big schools. They had 3 stars. They had potential. And that's why I said, like, looking at some of their offers, shit. If I was Fat, I might have went to SMU, but then that's the thing, too. You don't want to live and be in Dallas your whole life. Like, with the Carlos, right? So he was the one I was talking about. He's from, like, Orange, Texas. I think he might have came from, like a smaller part of Houston or something like that. But if I got Iowa State, I'm gone, bro. But that's the difference between me and them. So, like I said, they have people in their corner that's like, football is their life. They have advisors, people like uncles, coaches that's like, yo, go to UTEP. You can have 4 years. And that was before transfer portal. So it wasn't like, oh, well, go to UTEP. Nowadays, start for a year, be all conference, and then try to go get the bag. It wasn't that. So now we here towards the end of the season. We got to go look. Obviously, you know how I am, made sure like the guys that were supposed to play for the championship, they're going to play for it, because now this is that dynasty for me that's a pilot. Like the other dynasties that you saw, I didn't give a shit. But like this one, I kind of paid more attention. You got Manziel, Hyde, Mason, Benjamin, Devontae Adams. Like these are all actual people. Matthews at tackle, Lawan. I ain't know no Tippenjongi toe. I don't know who the hell that is. But yeah, most of these guys on here that you're looking at, they're real people. Carey, Quanjo, shoot, who else? Well, that I know. That's like a notable name. They go Joyner, Aguayo, Shaw, Knight, and obviously Jones. So now these are the freshmen. You got Ezekiel Elliott on there. Ricky Seals Jones. He was supposed to be nice, but I don't know. That ain't my freaking problem. So that's really the only guy we got on the All-American team is Aaron, aka Showtime. Bro, I don't think anybody's ever really called him that, bro. Like from what I remember, I'm saying that's more so now of an NFL kind of nickname. I don't remember nobody calling him that, bro. But then we got All Conference USA second team. We got two. That's crazy. We basically went and won like 7 games, and we only got like 3 guys on the All Conference team. That's weird, bro. But I haven't had luck in all reality anyway with All Conference teams in the past series anyway. So this is not like a new glitch. Damn, he had 2,200 yards. I thought he would have had a little bit more, but he probably was running around. So we ended up with 10 wins in this first season, which, like I said, is going to surprise you. But, bro, it's Conference USA. I don't know, again, as we went through that list and saw the schedule, how they actually even freaking lost. So, I mean, it's beyond me. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I guess that's like what happened and who did what during the season. I mean, it's only going to get better, though, as we go through. We're going to have, instead of just one time someone did something, it might get crazy as we go through. I don't even look at the coaching carousel. There's no reason for me to. Like in the past series, like you knew I was going to be there for 3 years and try to build a winning team. So I normally don't look at the coaching carousel. I don't really care what's going on around me. Interestingly enough. And then now we're here at the players leaving part. And there goes Shaw, like I said. We don't got too many dudes going to the league. We got a bunch of seniors. Oh, I forgot about CJ. His dad was Charles Haley. I forgot about him, bro. Got my boy Jamar. He did okay. He was an 80 overall. I didn't even realize that. So Carson Meager was a backup. It's kind of weird. I think he played a little bit in 2012 with him and Nick. But I don't know. I mean, I didn't realize he was 80 overall. There go Blake. There go Horace. Horace had a good little season. That's why I said I don't really understand the whole all conference thing. I really feel like people got left out. But it is what it is. I mean, it's only year 1. So I guess you could say it's cool with whatever happens kind of situation. It'll get better. We have 1 transfer request. We getting this dude, Nicky Barati from Notre Dame. I guess that's cool. I mean, I really don't care. Like, he's from Amarillo, so it makes sense he want to come back to Texas. Shoot, when I saw Barati, I thought he was from Jersey, but whatever. I mean, I really don't feel any way. I'm kind of indifferent about it. I actually want to hurry up and get to like signing day and see who we got. I want to see what recruits we're bringing in, like to try to streamline this process because we already won 10 games and we're basically getting mostly everyone back. I mean, there was a couple seniors on there that's on their way out, but for real, the bulk of the team, like the quarterback's coming back, the running backs are coming back, all the receivers are really coming back. So we lost linemen. That's what we did. We lost offensive linemen, defensive linemen, but I mean, shit. Let's see what we got here. The moment of truth. Man. So we got a kid named Deion Johnson out of Pennsylvania, the number 1 running back in the country. Got the number 1 kicker, number 10 tight end, number 3 running back in the country. Got the number 23 safety out of Pennsylvania. Number 26, oh, that tackle. Number 31, receiver. Number 80, receiver. Number 56, defensive end. Number 64, receiver. Number 14, quarterback in the country. Number 100, no, we ain't go. Hey, bro, we not about to sit here and praise no number 100, nothing at no position. But we got a lot of 3-stars, bro. This actually looked like a good class, especially for UTEP. And then you see, like I said, everybody talks about a quarterback. We had the number 14 quarterback in the country, bro, out of Florida. And he was a big dude. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And then number 1 running back from Pennsylvania, like, come on, bro. This recruiting class, I was about to say crash. Yo, the rest of the conference might as well crash out because of the dudes we just brought in. Ain't no way you're going to beat us now, especially if these dudes develop and get the time, because they're not going to start right away. So they're all going to actually have the opportunity. Yeah, so these are some of the guys I saw from the beginning. Deion Johnson, Jason Harris. Those are 2 monsters. Michael Peoples. Monsters, bro. 4 stars. Ricardo Sanchez. So that's 4 stars so far that we got. And like I said, the quarterback's a 3-star, which is crazy though. How could you be top 24, like the elite 24 as a quarterback, and then you're a 3-star at 14? What is it, the elite 24 or the elite 11? One of the two, bro. I can't remember. I'm trying to figure out how he was a 3-star, though, if he's the 14th overall and he's from Florida, too. But I don't know. He's not going to play, so it don't really matter. We still got Jamil Showers. And I keep laughing because I honestly feel like we probably going to win the conference. We only got to get rid of 2 people because we lost enough guys, and we didn't bring in 1 million people. I'm obviously not going to cut anybody on the offense. I mean, so Coutret's playing fullback. What the hell is going on with this game? Yeah, I ain't about to cut nobody on this offense. Ian's actually there. I just realized it. I wonder who we are going to cut. Hope I don't got to cut nobody I know. Cut like a walk-on or some bullshit, dude. Let's see. I don't want to cut anyone I just signed. All right, bet. We got 1 dude out of Odessa. And then, shoot, Gino. Might be Baba for Gino. I actually know who that is, but it wasn't like we was best friends. So I'm ready for next year. We got some 4-stars in to help us win the conference. And there it goes, the end to another video following Coach Ty David on his journey from coaching high school, college, and now the NFL. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.
Both sides, yeah, they switch.